in this together. The Wilton Elementary community supports Rosie's. A Broward County School Board member took students from Wilton Manors Elementary to a restaurant in Wilton Manors. How is this a story, much less the story of the week, capturing international attention and sending Tucker Carlson's blood pressure through the roof? Silver linings. In this week's South Florida Gay News, online and on stands tomorrow, I talk with the major players in this straw man drama, where kids had lunch at Rosie's and posted the pictures online. Well, Fox News picked up the story of the field trip, and granted, the story had more innuendo than facts, and they made it sound like a day at the gay bar. The vile hate that followed was swift and intense. I talked with Sarah Leonardi, who led one of the groups of kids, parents who came to defend the school, and Mayor Newton, who not only accompanied one of the groups, but also sat down with the flunky Governor Ron DeSantis, sent to investigate all the things that were going on. I also speak with Rosie's co-owner, John Zieba, who says the kids are welcome always. In the end, this is the story of a community coming together to show our best face while the world shows us their ugliness.
Dude, when I saw this, I was like, WTF? Like, are you serious? So what did that woman say? Give us a little taste of what she said. What did she say, the leader of the kids?
Sarah?
Yes, Sarah.
She is the school board member, and she says that her only regret is that she posted the pictures, because that's really what fueled it. This is a field trip that has happened for 10 years straight, minus last
kids
year.
are at Rosie's.
And it's not the first time kids.
And it's not the last time.
You know, I see them at brunch. We all have seen them at brunch on Sundays with, you know, a family Sunday fun day. This is basically just the right wing finding something, anything to get upset about. But I loved that the parents who came to the school, none of them were against this. They all know what they're getting. And I was speaking with some other reporters who were covering it, and they were like, the hardest part is to do this balance because we can't find anybody from around here that's against it. All the comments were vile from other parts of the world.
Because Rosie was getting phone calls all day long, people talking crap, calling them and crank calling them and everything, and none of those calls seemed to be locally.
Right, yeah, they were all out. And granted, zip codes, area codes, you know, can be still from here, but for the most part, it does seem like they were all haters who have no idea what they're talking about.
And I think it's important to note that Rosie's, like you said, has been doing this for 10 years. And the point of the trip was not just lunch. They introduce them to the hospitality industry. They take them through the kitchen. They teach and show, if you're looking to do something like that, this is a great opportunity. Here's a local business that's made a success as a standalone single two-owner business. It's not a chain. It's two community people that give back constantly to our community.
And it's a pandemic.
And it's a pandemic. And, you know, this is, kudos to them for taking these kids and showing them, you know, options for life. Whether it's just like going to a firehouse when we were kids or the police station, like, what do you want to be?
You know, it was funny because I watched NBC that day. We did not report this story, and John's done a really fine job of contextualizing the story for South Florida Gay News, which is great. We did not report on it, and on the Monday morning, or I think this was a Friday, or whatever day it was, where the big news of it, the NBC affiliate was camped out with a live television truck. They went live at 4, at 5, at 6, at 7, and 11 o'clock. And the reporter was standing in front of Rosie's doing all she could do to go, well, this is a big story, and it's a big story, and it's a big story. There's actually no story here, but it's a big story. It's a big story, but there's no story here because I can't find anybody that says this is a big story. So why am I here? Over, and it led every single block of NBC. The second thing that I think is really cool about this story is it gives us very close proximity. I mean, it's in the heart of, for those of you that are watching us around the country or out of the country, this is in the heart of our Main Street, our gay Main Street here in South Florida. We got to watch firsthand the ridiculousness of lying in the news. There was no story. These kids, for all intents and purposes, went to an empty building because there were no guests in. The restaurant was not open. They did this as a private event only for the students. They never saw the menus of the restaurant. They had a special menu that was printed with chicken nuggets and cheeseburgers on it. And it was designed to show them how a business worked. There were no gay people except for down the Wilson Drive, which you're in the heart of the gay district, All of the parents signed permission slips. The teachers went. The mayor went. The school board commissioner went.
And they live in Wilton Manors.
And they live in Wilton Manors Elementary. That is just a few blocks from the restaurant. There was no story. There never was. But I got to learn at Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham, news doesn't have to be real.
You're just learning that now?
I learned it on the Wilton Manors Elementary story.
I just think it's wild because Rosie's is just a restaurant. It's literally just an eating environment. It's fine in the neighborhood, fine.
Calling it
fun,
a gay bar,
but
I mean, even gay people wouldn't
Yeah.
call it a gay bar. You know,
You know, it's-
come on.
At all. But
Tucker,
anyway.
I still love you. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+